Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another segment of Ask Babin, brought to you by the Babin Fan Club. Check out babinfanclub.com. I'm Mo O'Galley, and please welcome All-Pro defensive end number 93, Jason Babin. Jason, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, the usual bumps and bruises.
Yeah, it was a tough game on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the NFL. You know, it's the highs and lows.
All right, cool. Now, before we get started, I have to ask you, last week against the Giants during the pregame introductions, I think your financial field erupted as Brian Dawkins came out of the tunnel doing his Wolverine dance. I was at the game, and I can remember the vibe in the stadium and just getting pumped up. How did you and the defense as a whole react to Dawkins' entrance through the tunnel? Did that pump you guys up?
I think we should just be calling out every home game. You know, he's one of those guys that he's an alpha male. You know, he's a guy that's going to come downhill and hit somebody to take your helmet off. So, you know, we at the at the front seven. You know, we really like him. You know, he's one of us.
Very cool, very cool. I got one of our fan questions now from Shannon in Virginia. She said that for a second straight week, defensive line was without a sack. Trent Cole made a comment after the game that it was because you guys were drawing the double team. What can the defense do to combat the max protections teams are using so we can generate more pressure and ultimately more sacks?
Well, it's honestly a complex question, and but I hesitate to answer it only because I revert back to something my father told me, you know, when I was younger. He said, his excuses are for losers and losers have excuses. You know, and so I constantly ask myself, all right, what can we do to beat this double team? What can we do to beat the slide? What can we do to beat the three-step throw? So, you know, I look at things, I guess, a little different than some. You know, obviously I'm prideful because that's how we're measured as men, as defensive linemen, is the sack production, and we were so productive last year. So, you know, really though, in saying all that, it's a team stat, and I've always stressed that last year before that one in Tennessee, that's a team stat. There's multiple things that go into us getting the opportunity to get sacks, and that's one is the guy, wide receivers, you know, not open. Two, the down and distance being, you know, a third and longs, a third and mediums. And three, the points. You know, do they have to score? Are they under pressure? Are they behind? You know, and unfortunately, you know, we've been up against some tough situations for sack stats statistically, you know, as those three categories kind of emerged for us this year as a team. And I'm upset as a person. I know Coach Wash is. I know Trent Cole, Colin Jenkins is. But, you know, the good thing is that it forces teams to kind of curtail their offense to the defensive line's capabilities. They know, okay, if we can't drop back, we'll just go three-step. Well, the dink and a dunkin' isn't going to get you a lot of points. You know, so it does handicap offensive schemes a little bit. Well, there's some kind of a long answer, but it's a complicated question. Sorry.
No, that's okay. What were some of the things that the Pittsburgh Steelers doing that really frustrated you on Sunday?
Well, what they're good at. One is I think they really brought their A game. The front seven, and Ben included. I had previously never seen him play that hard, that aggressive run to the ball. Because that's kind of our mantra as the defensive line. We run the ball, run every play, we hustle. I think they knew that, and they said, "Listen, they're challenging us. We're gonna rise to it." So, one, I got to give my hand off to the offensive line and the tight ends. They really played well for Pittsburgh. And two is what they like to do is they know that we're up the field, we're attacked. So. They didn't want to take us on straight on, like, okay, let's base block them, you know? They know what kind of tackle. What they like to do is use some angles, and use position blocking, and use some other things to try and get Ben and get the running back some wiggle room, you know, a place to run through or get Ben a place to step up to, you know, and they had that bye week as well. It really gave us some extra time to prepare for, our defensive scheme.
guess coming off the loss on Sunday and the turnovers, what's the vibe in the locker room right now, and how's Michael Vick reacting to his performance?
Yeah, I don't think I know when I had a bad game. I'm upset, but I like to look at it as being kind of good upset. Because I'm gonna figure out a way, no matter what, everything I got in my body, whether it's eating dinner at a different time, whether it's going to bed extra early, whether it's watching more film. When you have a bad game, you take that screw and you figure out a way to tighten it even more. And I know Michael's built the same way, so I'm sure no one outside the inside locker room doesn't expect that or know that's what's coming from him.
No, I totally understand. I guess, you being on the, from an insider standpoint, what do you see that Mike is doing differently this year than what he was doing last year? And do you think the Eagles' offense has changed to where Michael seems to want to go downfield on every play? And I guess it's a bunch of questions, but do you think it's the play calling, or do you think it's what Michael's taking, what the defense has given him?
Well, I wish I could answer that. I wish I was smart enough to answer that, but that detailed a question when it comes to offense, it's a little out of my wheelhouse. I do know that the guys on the other side of the ball work hard. I know the defensive show team gives them the best look that they can give them, because when you got some little skirmishes and pushing going on, the show team is giving them the right looks. So, it really comes down to execution, and that's on all three phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams.
Okay. This Sunday, you guys will be going up against the Detroit Lions. They're also coming off their bye week. What are you doing to prepare this week, and how do you plan on containing Matt Stafford from throwing the deep ball to Calvin Johnson?
Well, without shooting myself in the foot, ultimately, of course, that's not that from the defensive line standpoint, because it gives us the opportunity to, A, have more time, B, if they got to drop that deep, well, we're built for that. So, to me personally, I welcome it. You ask the linebacker, ask the DBs, they might not feel the same, but it's, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. It's like if the offense wants to go quick and, step up pocket and throw it, three-step, five-plant, then that they can only do so many things offensively. So I'm not overly worried about that. I worry more so about, okay, if they go max up, if they keep a chipper in, if they step in the pocket, how can the D-line beat that? Those are the things I guess I worry about much more.
Okay. What are your predictions for this week?
What are my what?
Do you have any predictions for this week against the Lions?
My predictions are pretty much the same every week. We're going to have a great week of practice, and we turn that tape on. We're going to see maximum effort on every play.
Okay, I got two more fan questions for you. One from Todd in Norristown, PA. He wants to know, you seem like you have some explosiveness and some speed off the line. What's your weight training regimen like in the off-season as compared to during the season?
Well, in the off-season, it's obviously much more intense. The body can handle it and have more time to recover. But I interject a lot of plyometrics and explosive, lower weight, more high rep type stuff. And I mixed in with some, powerful power days. And I'm not afraid to sprinkle a little yoga in as well.
Okay, and then my last fan question comes from Tom in Dallas, PA. Yes, how confident are you in Mike Vick's game style? Would you rather have a more consistent quarterback than one that is a multi-threat? And he also asks for you, how about reaching 20 sacks this season?
Well, I'll get to the sack question first. Teams are, they're putting a big emphasis on not let us feed like we did last year. But nonetheless, we're gonna throw our fastballs, we're gonna throw our curveballs, and work the sliders in, every opportunity we get. And the thing is, you turn that tape on and you see what you see what we're doing, trying to do. So you can't really knock the effort of the defensive line. And as far as the quarterback situation goes, I mean, I think, you know, I like it when Mike runs. I like it when he throws. I like when he makes big plays. So it's kind of tough to complain about those things.
All right, sounds good. All right, Jason, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.